Hey, we're Loosey Goosey.
Well, Loosey Goosey is
a network of artists that are constantly influencing each other.
And it gets their name and their work out there.
Loosey Goosey is like this movement where they're like this
collaboration of a lot of young artists putting their stuff together and making it cohesive.
/ change their interest and help evolve their mentality towards their own artwork.
It definitely helps the artists, the underground artist community.
Wherever they go, they meet various artists and just things start to happen and evolve.
Loosey Goosey is a stepping stone for underground artists to show their world their work and what they've been doing.
Loosey Goosey first came about when we realized our friends were these phenomenal artists whose work was just never being seen. And once we started putting everything together, our idea of a little zine turned into a gallery that you hold in your hands.
And with free submissions, Loosey Goosey creates a collaboration among various literary and visual artists of all ages.
The trouble that we ran into with Volume 1 was we were trying to print through an on-demand service where it was costing us just under $20 to print every copy. And the artists who were contributing their work, let alone us, could barely even afford one.
But with your help, we'll be able to go through a new printer which allows us to cut our current price in half. This will enable us to give every artist who contributed their own personal copy, as well as put issues in various stores around the city.
Most of our artists have never been published, let alone seen any of their work in a gallery. So by contributing, you're helping new artists make their dreams come true, and others rediscover theirs.
The most uninspiring part of being an artist is at the beginning of your career when nobody's actually giving you the feedback you want except for your classmates if you're going to art school, or your teachers if you're going to art school.
I believe when I started getting really serious about the actual illustrating that I'm doing now, they were my first outlet.
When I first threw my artwork at them, I was actually at a point where I was like, like Chicago and art or suburbs and college.
People started being like, oh, I saw your work, oh, I saw your work, oh, it's great, like people started recognizing me for what I do. And I think before that, it never was the case.
And when I actually got the feedback of having my artwork in this zine, it was just kind of like, wow, this is the outcome of me attempting at what I love.
And for our community, Loosey Goosey has been really holding it down for contacting other artists and making sure they can stay involved with one another.
So here's where you come in. We're asking for $1,000, and what that's going to do is allow us to print 250 copies.
And even the smallest contribution gives you a personal thank you in Volume 2, as well as in the heart of every artist who's involved.
By contributing, you're helping the idea that these artists can look at their work as more than just a hobby and see a more promising future for themselves in the art world.
Looking at other people's works, it's really inspiring as well, and it makes me want to produce more work.
I can actually sway some thought in my artwork now because it's actually being viewed by people that have output to give.
You're part of this young community, and then this is where you can have an outlet.
I can add this to my resume, say that my work was published.
As an artist, you need somebody to actually be like, your idea is great, keep going.
They're one of the people that gets everybody together and actually makes stuff happen.
And I think that's such a just a cool thing to say, back in college we used to hang out and now we're doing this together.
And remember, get loose.